We're live.
Thank you, Nick, for getting us started. Hello, everybody.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, in Clark. How are you? Give everybody a little bit of time to come on here. We missed everybody last week. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. We had 3 of them. One Wednesday, one Thursday, and one Friday, huh?
We did.
Oh, that turns down. Oh, it's not zooming in like it's supposed to be. Hold on, let me fix the camera. Thought we had done that. Here we go. You moved it for me. Hey, Lucinda. Oh, we don't have our mics on. Can y'all hear okay without the mics, or Mike talk and see if we need our mics?
Can you hear okay without the mics?
You have to watch the chat. Oh, Lucinda said I can hear you guys. Oh, Mike sounds far away. Okay, let me put the mic in. I don't know how to do this, babe. Do I just turn it on? Well, I need to learn. I need to learn.
You need to learn now.
I can learn on live. It's kind of echoey in this room. Cannot believe it is the last week of November. Okay, I have these on. Hey, Mary Kay. Yeah, I was right by it, Barbara. I was right by it. That's why you could hear me. Hey, Sandra. Dad's trying to get the mics on. They're right here. Yours is right here too, babe. I got it turned on.
Did you make sure they're on? Recording?
Okay, Mary Kay says she hears us. Sandra says we're good.
Okay.
All right. Oh. I'll be right back. I went right down my shirt.
Uh-oh.
And a very strong magnet. Okay, didn't want to do that on camera. All right, let's try it. All right. Okay, now we should be good. Everybody should be able to hear us.
Are we both on?
Thank you, Lucinda. I ordered this on Amazon. I was ready for the Christmas. Bring it all on. We're doing good. 1901 slots. Hey there. Hey, Gina. Thank you, Sandra. I always wear black, and I thought about putting my black on because I always like black joggers, but I thought I'm going to be different. It's Christmas spirit, right? So, we missed everybody last week, but hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. We had one on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so it was busy, but we enjoyed good time with family for sure. Mike, you want to talk to us about our wine today?
Well,
You're still getting set up.
I'm trying to get set up here, but I will tell you about the wine. It's this is a Schaefer 2021 vintage. It's a 1.5, and it's located also in Napa Valley. It's north of Napa Valley and east of Yountville. And we actually had this one twice, 2 different times in Vegas. Once at Lago, and I can't remember the other restaurant, but we've had it twice. And so it was so good, I ordered some and had it delivered.
And how was that price? I asked you earlier.
Well, I think, of course, you're going to pay more at the restaurant, so I think we paid it's a $200 bottle at the restaurant.
We didn't pay for it, though. Our points
No, we didn't. It was covered. But, so here it's considerably less. So.
Do you want to tell us how much?
Well, I'd have to look at the invoice, and I don't remember exactly. But it's probably around a $100 bottle still.
This is special because we don't
Very
usually
special.
drink. So cheers to that, honey.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. Cheers to everybody. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. So tomorrow we are off to our next adventure. We're headed to Lake Charles tomorrow night. Gonna spend the night there, and then we're headed to Biloxi. Everybody's telling us cheers. Then we're headed to Biloxi. We're gonna get to go live, so I'm super excited to do some live slot play. Y'all tell us some machines you'd like us to play, or because we'd love to see that. Nope, Fred's not gonna make it this time. I don't know if anybody's gonna make it. We haven't announced it. I probably should post it in the family group chat. So we're going to be tomorrow night in Lake Charles, Friday night in Biloxi. Then we're going to Remington's
Dance
recital on Saturday, taking her to the Nutcracker at Beau Rivage on Sunday, our little 3-year-old granddaughter. And then we'll be in Biloxi again on Sunday, Monday, and maybe till Tuesday.
Possibly.
We'll see how we do.
Yeah.
See if we run out of money or not. But hopefully we don't. Hopefully we are winning and we stay longer. So, but we're excited because we got filming permissions at 3 different locations in Biloxi, at Golden Nugget, at Beau Rivage, and at Harrah's Caesar's property. So I'm pretty excited. But we have to be really careful when we're filming there, because you cannot get any people in the background. So we got to be really zoomed in on the screen, which will be great. But when we move machines, I'm going to have to point everybody up at down at the floor. So we were very careful that we don't get any people in there, or we'll get shut down, and we don't want that to happen. So we're really excited to bring y'all some real live action. Yes, Remington is a lucky girl. She's taking dance lessons right now, and she's got her recital. She's all into ballet, so I think she'll really love. In Clark, we don't do $1,500 a spin Dragon Link.
No way.
We don't even do $200 spins Dragon Link, or even $100. So, but maybe we'll play some Dragon Link. You think, Mike?
Well, possibly.
Yeah.
We'll have to test it out and see how it is. I think we're going to test out the Jackpot Judo's last 2 videos and test it out each casino and see how that works out.
Yeah, start with those lower volatilities,
right,
and
like the dollar denom.
If we can find
double
those.
diamonds and triple stars. And,
Yeah.
And see how that works.
If we can find those. Because we've not been to Biloxi in a long time. Been a couple years. And so we got to really, and we sure haven't done it since we've been, following Jackpot Judo's methods. So we're going to really be, hey, Nate, on the hunt. So we'll get to bring you some live action with that. JJ would give us a hard time. Yeah, if we played $1,500 a spin, he would. He sure would. Mary Kay said, I do know they have the new NFL game. Have y'all heard about the new NFL game? Hey, Kaylee, they've got the new NFL game, which is kind of the new buzz. So I think it's an aristocrat game. They paid lots and lots of money for the licensing rights. Supposed to have really excellent bonuses, like 5 different kinds of bonuses in this game. And they're just rolling out to the casinos. I know that Venetian was the first to get it. And I know that Ellis Island will be getting it on December the 6th. And I know that Caesar's Harrah's property in Biloxi got theirs on November the 20th. It's supposed to, you're supposed to be able to pick your team that you want to play and then spin. And so we'll definitely have to go live with that. We won't go live the whole time, but we'll definitely go live. No, Mary Kay, we've never tried a $1,500 spin. Maybe show a good bankroll machine at those properties. If we can find them in Clark, we definitely will do that.
We'll definitely try to do that.
Hey, Chris. Good luck there. Good luck. Glad you got those rooms comped. That's exciting. NFL game is so bad, like bad and good or bad and bad. The Crystal Star Ultimate, I'm going to write this down, and I'm going to write down that Mary Kay said Triple Star Ultimate.
Oh, JJ's on.
Hey, Judo.
How you doing?
Wonder if he has us on his big screen like we put him on our big screen. So Crystal Star, JJ's turning in so he can learn all about the points. So Vegas Matt on his if you want to see them. I've seen his. I do watch Vegas Matt. I like him a lot. It is volatile, but we do play some not some volatile games, especially once we get our bankroll up. Oh, it's bad. Lucinda plays like crazy rich Asians. I still got to put $100 in there and try it. See how those bonuses work. Okay, so let's talk about what we need to do. And Clark, he didn't have time to be in hibernation mode. We are too busy getting ready for Vegas. If you only knew how hard we have all been working. He's probably going to get tired talking to us on the phone because we talk all the time. But I think when we talked this morning, we had 7 group pools that were sold out. And like we don't have room. I don't even know if we could fit one more in. But we're going to have a whole lot of fun. And we're super excited to play with everybody and to meet everybody. And we're going to have a lot of fun. So we've got lots of good plans. You're going to want to be able to attend that VIP New Year's with us. That's going to be a lot of fun. What else is there? We got some surprises that we're working on for everybody that bought into the group pool.
We'll be at Fremont Street.
Yep.
Everybody down there getting together and enjoying
I
things.
wonder, Mike, I'm going to tell a story on you. He doesn't like heights, and he doesn't like roller coasters, and he doesn't like all that stuff. I like it. So I've never done the
Zip line?
The zip line across down Fremont Street. I won't do the one at the Rio because that's way too high for me. But I would love to do the zip line down Fremont Street with some family members. Anybody in? I know JJ probably would do that. I bet the girls would too. Anybody else? Lucinda, would you do that? Hey, Cheesehead.
No, Ian Clark says him neither. That's good.
We all have to hang out.
That's
but
right.
somebody here could
We'll be
take
down in
me.
the audience watching y'all go by.
He won't do the roller coaster with me at New York either. But when Aaron came down with us, the producer, he did the roller coaster with us, and that was a lot of fun. Sandra, Vegas is going to be so much fun. N. Clark says his wife's like me on that.
Fremont Freaks.
Oh, Lucinda. Okay, it's a date. She's going to be my partner. We're going to have to do that.
All right.
Yeah, we might be Fremont Freaks, especially if Mike keeps giving us this good wine, you know?
For sure.
Okay, so let's talk about the end of the year. We have 1 month-ish, like we're right at a month left, right? So anybody that is interested and serious about their tier credit scores or earning tiers at different properties, I want you to open up your app for whatever brand that you like and just check out what offers are there. See where you're at with your tier score and see where you're at to your next one. They're all a little bit different. I'm going to get up real quick and show you guys. But if you look, so Mike and I just started playing at Caesars again when we were with JJ a few months ago. And I think we made it, I think we're at Diamond Plus. So our goal is to get to Diamond Elite. I'll check that. I may be wrong. We may be just at Diamond. We're at one of these. So my goal is to get to the next tier score which is, can you look, Mike, where's my phone? Let me check it out. Let me just tell you where we are because I need y'all to hold us accountable. So we have 2 properties that we're shooting for. I'll just show y'all on my live screen. Let me get to my rewards. Okay, so we're at 23,000 rewards at Caesars. That's probably blurry. So we've only need to get 25,000 to get to Diamond Plus. We should hit that no problem. I would love to hit Diamond Elite, which is 75,000. So maybe we will get that achieved. But you can look at, in your app, they're all different. So if you notice, here's Golden Nugget, and it is 24,000 to 99,999 to get to that chairman. So that's why we got Mike and I both to chairman, and then we kind of stopped because it's like really 75,000 points to get to the next level,
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
the perks aren't very much, you know. So if you look at Golden Nuggets, you get great points for perks for being a chairman, but it wasn't real important for us to get to elite because what do we get? We get 20% more discount at the spa and retail. We get VIP parking. And other than that, there's not really any big perks
We'd
for
have
that.
to spend $1,500 to spend to get to that quickly.
Yeah, we would
you know?
to get that by the, well, this, and that's another thing, pay attention. Golden Nugget is one of the few that you have till January 31st. All of the other brands that I am familiar with, you have to have it by December 31st. So check that date, check how close you are to that next tier. And then every property you really have to look at, because if you look at our PIN score, Mike is only, he's at 18,000 points. No, he only needs 2,300 points to get to the next tier level.
2642 to get to the next level.
There you go.
Which will be to 24,000 points. But to get, you get more benefits if you get to the 25,000.
Yeah, so can I show that?
Yeah.
Because I think this is important. So they're all so tricky. They're all so tricky. Okay, so for him, and we just started playing LaBerge again as well. So for him to, he's unlocked Advantage. For him to unlock Preferred, he only needs, as he said, 2642. But that's only going to put him at 18,000 points. Now let me show you something. He can get to Preferred with 2,300 more points. But what do we really want to do by the end of the year? We want to get this free cruise, and we want to get the stay
26.
at the Baja Mar Resort in NASA. We need to get to 25,000 points, right? So we really need to get close to 10,000 more points by the end of the year. And we've got a couple of trips planned, like 3. So we're hoping, those are our goals. So that's the first thing I want you to do is any property, this isn't the time of year to go be trying to get to Diamond Elite if you've never played at a Caesars property. I have some friends that are going at Christmas time. They only go once, maybe twice a year gambling. They're not going to try to reach for the stars and go to Diamond Elite this first trip. They're not big players like that. But I said, go ahead and get a card. Still put your stuff on your room. You know, watch these JJ videos. See if you can teach yourself something. Make it a challenge. You don't know where you're going to end up. You may hit a $20,000 jackpot like Mike did, right? And that may change how you play. So I'm not saying don't pay attention to the tier credit scores, but just this isn't the time of year to start chasing to go up on a tier level. We'll talk again in January about what our strategy is for the next year. But if you get a tier level, if you achieve a tier level by the end of the year, you have it for the whole 12 months, right? So you just got to weigh the risk and the reward. How much is it going to cost you to get to that next tier score? Is it worth it? To Mike and I'd be willing to lose $1,000 to get a free cruise and a trip to the Bahamas. You know, that's something our bankroll, we're okay with doing that if we're close enough. So you just have to decide for yourself.
Right, as we said last time, though, don't go chasing
The tier.
that tier point or tier credit if you don't have the bankroll.
Right.
And you're not prepared to lose it.
Let me catch up on some of these. These are your glasses. We have lots of readers. We're really old over here. Let me look. Okay, if I didn't see your question, you have to ask it again. Yes, in Clark, you did message me, and Caesars is doing in your location December 24th to the 28th, the 5 times points. I was going to bring that up as well. They're not doing it for my locations, but do check your app. That was the next piece of this. So once you figure out where you're at with your tier score, if there's anything you need to achieve, it doesn't hurt to go in there weekly and look at the app. When I opened up my Caesars app today, I free opt-in to win a trip to the Super Bowl in Vegas live. So it didn't cost me anything. I just clicked it and I did it. MGM, I noticed, as I've said before, is doing the multiplier. So if you get so many points, then you get extra points. You get so many more points, you get extra points. So they're doing that. Caesars does that always. If you look at the promotional kiosk, swipe your card when you go in there, you can see what their multipliers are. Meaning, I think if you get 1,000 points, you get a bonus 500 or something. You get 1,500, you get a bonus something. And Nick said that they're doing the 25 times reward credits on Christmas Day. Not in my area, but check yours for sure. My question, and Clark, are you going to be at Caesars between the 24th and 25th and gaining up those points? Because then you could get to that 78, 76.
Right.
That's right, to hit that diamond. So if you hit diamond from platinum, you get the $100 celebration dinner, which we have to use our celebration dinner. I forgot about that.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, we have those at MGM and at Caesars, but we have to use them before the end of the year. Priority checkouts, no resort fees. That no resort fees, that's a lot. That's helpful if you stay at the casinos a lot or even a few times. 20% discount and a complimentary stay at Atlantis Paradise in the Bahamas. So we've already won the Atlantis Bahamas, so we will probably use that next year, and then we get to do the Baha Mar, and then we get 2 free cruises, and then we travel bringing you guys content. That's how you travel for cheap, right there.
That's right.
Oh, good. That'll be fun. I can't wait to hear how you do. And you're right. Those higher volatility games, they're more volatile, but I think you get little kickbacks here and there, and you do get your points faster playing those games.
Stephanie, we are going to be at Beau Rivage this weekend. I don't know if you missed it earlier, but we're heading out tomorrow and should be there on Friday night, and then again on Sunday, Monday. Yep.
I don't know why my daughter has come on here to tell everybody that I'm going to get a peppermint shake from
Because
Chick-fil-A.
she knows you love those.
But why would she
I
tell
don't
everybody
know.
on a live?
That's your daughter.
But they are my favorite, and they're seasonal, and I love them. They're so good.
She's trying to make you jealous.
Yeah. Yep, going to Beau Rivage this weekend. Stephanie, are you close to Beau Rivage? I too, and Clark, have to be give the credit to JJ. We wouldn't be playing. Normally,
sure.
our standard would be MGM and Golden Nugget. Those are the two before we started playing with JJ and before we did our this YouTube channel. We did Golden Nugget and we did MGM. We have the MGM credit card. Everything we spend, we get free play with that. We got accelerated to that, to the platinum tier. Now we don't have to worry about that, but we used to. We got a lot of benefits having the card, and then we would play those properties and try to go to Vegas twice a year was our goal, and then we would do Golden Nugget because then we could stay a few days down at Fremont Street, Golden Nugget.
Right.
We could stay a few days at MGM on the Strip, and that's what we did. But now we play because of JJ. We're playing differently, so we can
We
work
are, and
more
back then we only got
points.
a hand pay every now and then, and I'd never had a hand pay
Right.
until after JJ.
Yeah.
So it's helped us tremendously on our play, and we play so different.
And now you can't even count how many hand pays you've had,
I know.
and that's only been in 2 months.
Thanks, JJ.
Yep. Okay, you're in Florida. You're going to be going there while we're in Vegas. Oh, wow, 500 tier score to that close to diamond, so close to 15,000. That's excellent.
That's good.
No, Lucinda, they do not have to verify the footage. I guess they must go back and watch it. He just warned me. One of the people I talked to warned me and just said they've already had a problem with somebody that got somebody in the shot and they had to take care of it. He said, so just please be careful not to get people in the shots. So that's something we're definitely being more aware of. And we will do our best to honor that in Biloxi because we don't want that privilege taken away for sure. But we want to be able to play live with y'all. And my daughter and son-in-law are going to meet us there Friday night.
You should get to meet them also.
So that's going to, yeah, you should get to meet them. That's going to be fun. They have not played with us since we started playing JJ's Way either. Hopefully they'll watch JJ's videos and they'll ask great questions and help us with the filming. Y'all play those old school slots at Beau Rivage and let me know what you like. So our goal is we're going to go live from Beau Rivage. We'll go live from Harrah's and we'll go live from Golden Nugget at least one time. While we're at, and I'm going to also talk about our tier play. So I'll show you where we're at with our tier score at the beginning, and then I'll show you where we're at the tier score at the end. So some of you that aren't really familiar with that can kind of see how that plays out. I will tell you that it's going to be kind of a crazy thing. So we were able to get a room at Harrah's, a room at Golden Nugget for one trip. So we have two rooms at one time at those two different properties. We're going to stay in whichever one we like the best, and the kids get the other one.
Right.
So, and kids, I mean my adult kids.
Yeah.
And then we have two rooms at Beau Rivage, and only because we've been playing this way and working our points, playing the way that JJ's done, and we, knock on wood, have not lost really any money at all. We're pretty even. You better knock on some wood.
Well, we do lose sometimes, but in the end, we've been up. So that's the difference.
Yes. Oh, do a live competition with Kaylee and Nathan. They would
Hey,
be
there you
down for
go.
that. They would be down for that. Yeah, we'll have
I
to
love
find.
that idea.
We'll have to stake out some machines. Okay, so there's your incentive, Kaylee and Nathan. That's our kids, if y'all don't know. Is you have to go watch the JJ
You better watch
method
'em.
because we're not going to help you. It's a live competition, so you better study it up. See if you know what you're doing. I'll send you the link to all of it in his notes, but I won't tell you how to play. That would be fun. Yeah, that would be lots of fun. Mary Kay, I missed that. It says, Shannon, did you? Did I miss your question? I think I'm getting behind on comments again.
I didn't see.
Oh, it says maybe film them doing the JJ way for the first time. If they're
Oh,
okay,
yeah. That's a
it's
good idea.
surprising the first time you do it, I think, and it would be great to see it. I don't think either one of them have ever had a hand pay. I'm pretty certain of that.
Probably not.
They don't gamble like much at all. Yeah, that would be fun for them to do. Kaylee and Nathan, are y'all down for that? To study up on JJ's method and let us film you live the first time? Oh, she said, yeah, we're down.
And then the winner gets the nice room.
Oh, well,
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. The winner gets the money, I guess, right? Who said that? The winner gets the nice room.
Lucinda.
Okay, yeah. It takes $1,200 to get a hand pay. So, Kaylee, I don't think you've gotten a hand pay. She did play Sex in the City at Mandalay Bay for hours and hours and hours for a long time the first time she gambled. And I think she lost so much money, she said she can't play anymore. So I don't think she's played much since then. So this says, someone who doesn't frequent Vegas as much is having a credit card a good way for building tier points. Wondering if I should apply. So that's a two-part question. Hesleg, do you have a casino brand that's semi-close to you within a 2 to 3 hour range? Yes, I think that if you have good credit and if you pay your credit cards off monthly, I don't believe in getting in credit card debt. We've been there, done that, won't ever do it again. So let me just clarify that. But if you can pay your credit card off monthly and be disciplined to do that, I think the perks that come with the credit cards are great. I think that MGM credit card is better. We have MGM and Caesars credit card. We use both. We pay them both off monthly. And I think I get better perks with MGM.
Yeah.
But Caesars, I just maybe haven't figured it out. MGM, however much I spend in a month, every month they put points on my card, which I can turn those points into free play. I haven't seen that happen with Caesars, and it's probably something I need to take the time to call and say, hey, where's all my free play at? Because it does say in their brochure that you get free play. I just haven't ever gotten it. But it does jump you to that next card. So there are benefits. If you look in your brochure, look at the app online to what the tier benefits are. That's a good thing. I know Caesars jumps you up to platinum, and MGM jumps you up to pearl, I believe. So
Nate
yes.
said he's got a hand pay from the ATM.
Okay, there you go.
That was
That
his
one
first
doesn't
hand pay.
count, but it is the best paying machine, right? And no, you know what? In Clark's Sex in the City is not a good bankroll building machine. In fact, I think we have a short coming out. But let me tell you, back in the day, That used to be one of my favorite machines, and I could play for hours and hours and hours on that machine. And a lot of times I would win. I didn't know anything about bankroll building, didn't even know that was a thing with slot machines back when I played Sex and the City. Now they've taken Sex and the City out of almost every casino. But when we were in Vegas last time, we went to Four Queens.
Fremont Street, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And we played it for a hot minute, and we didn't do very good.
No.
Yeah, we didn't do very good. But we played it, and I've got that video forever because it is a nostalgic game.
But good memories from Horseshoe in Bossier City. It's where we played it a lot. And
Yeah.
met two really good friends.
Yes, we did. We did. And Kaylee and I played it a lot in Vegas. You turn them on to S and TC machines. They are fun to play. And she is my other daughter, but I don't know what an S and TC machine is. You're going to go to Caesars soon. You get 2,500 tier credits if you spend 1,000 in 90 days. Nice. So do that after January. That's a tip. If you're going to do that, do it after January so those stay with you for next. Well, I guess the tier credits doesn't matter. They don't go away. Yeah, I don't know what the S and TC. What am I missing? Spell that out for me, Leah. The reward points being able to be converted to free play. One is for every $200. Well, I've spent a lot of money and I haven't ever gotten the free play, so maybe I got to figure out how to convert those.
S&TC is Sex and the City.
Oh, Sex and the City, yes. That's how, Sandra, we started building our tier. Back in the day, I didn't really I never had stayed at Caesar's Palace. Never even played there until we played with JJ and Mike won that big jackpot. But we would stay at Bally's and Horseshoe. I never liked to gamble at Paris. I never, ever did any good there. And then I just didn't love the way that Bally's was kind of going down. And I've heard it's still not good. Didn't love the properties on the Strip for Caesars. And we had some good friends that worked the Caesars points. And they said, you need to come over and work MGM. Their point system is better. And so we did, and we switched over to MGM. We got their credit card, got to that platinum level. Caesars matched us with our Caesars points back then. And we've been playing MGM ever since. Haven't stepped back foot into a Caesars property since then until they built the new Horseshoe here in Lake Charles.
Lake Charles.
And we don't really love it there. But I've heard they're redoing their high limit room, so we're going to have to pop over and check it out. Their high limit room, sure. They don't have any bankroll building games there. Their high limit room games, they don't have any of them, so we didn't like it. But I've heard they're redoing it. Then we met JJ at Caesars. Mike won that $18,995 jackpot. We kept playing, we kept winning, we kept going up those tiers, and guess we're back at Caesars now. So you get different things.
We're working both now. So.
Yeah, we are. And so interestingly, we are getting good food comps in Vegas for our trip that we have coming up with the JJ family. We have good food at MGM. We're getting, I think, $500 free play and $400 food and beverage credit at an MGM property. We also have a room at a Caesars property, and we are able to get the New Year's Eve party. So we're going to do the early New Year's Eve party over there. We're not bringing in New Year's, but we're going to go check it out because it was comped. With MGM, it was either the party or you get the food and beverage credit. So we'll play enough that we were able to book it both and take advantage of those points. But it's interesting to compare the two, what MGM offers, but typically Caesars doesn't offer much in free play and food and beverage credit.
Did you answer Sandra? She's asking if that's how you build your tier points with the MGM card.
Yes, I think I did. Okay. Sandra, if I didn't clarify it, let me know. You can get a player's card by going up to any casino you go into, and they all have their own different kinds. You just walk up to the rewards desk. They'll have you fill out some paperwork, and you can get a rewards card. This is the card that you put into your machine to build your points with. To get a credit card, you fill out an application.
And you can look that up online. Yeah.
Yep, and see what their benefits are and see if it's worth it. Just always pay them off. Don't forget that. When am I hitting 18,996? Help me with that. I'm not sure what you're asking, Lucinda.
Where we at?
Esperanza, but I think that they're redoing that. That's a great idea. And you know what? In Clark, we're going to be putting up a video. Um, oh, 18,995 jackpot. Yes. Oh, I need to hit 20,000. I think I told JJ and Mike I don't have any tattoos and I really don't want any tattoos. But if I get $100,000, I'll get a tattoo. And that may be small, but that's my goal, is hit $100,000 jackpot. Maybe we'll do that in Vegas, Lucinda, and you'll be there with me. We can do it together. So, yes, that's a great idea to do that in Clark. And I was going to say, you spend hours watching JJ. We've spent hours playing with JJ. We've watched his videos. We just watched his part 1 and part 2. And what we try to do is, I was telling him today, I said, you know, he's the boss on slots. That's not us. We're the boss on points and maximizing points and figuring out where do we get the food comped and where do we get, you know, free play to play with, and, you know, how do we get the tickets and all the different things that we want to do, and how do we help y'all do that? How do we explain these things and help y'all understand them? But he's the boss on the machines, right? And Mike and I, when we went to Lake Charles, we have a video coming out, and I went back and forth, like, do we put this video out or do we not put this video out? Because we did everything wrong. Knowing what we know, and we know what to do, and having each other to hold each other accountable. I watch this video back, and sometimes it helps to video yourself.
It really does.
And watch it back, and it's like, what were we thinking?
Exactly.
You know, what were we thinking? And I said, we're going to put it out because I think everybody needs to see that. You know, we all still make mistakes. We aren't all JJ. He's just lucky, and he's disciplined, and he's been doing it longer than us.
It takes a lot of discipline, and you have to follow your strategy.
You do.
You can't veer off at all, or you'll end up in the dumpster.
And usually we're really good at holding each other accountable.
Yeah.
But in this particular video, it's actually, I'll just tell y'all, it's on the double diamond machine. And I think we just walked in really too confident we just walked in and thought we're going to play this machine, we're going to hit, and we didn't. And then we're like, put more money in, we hit, we didn't, put more money in, we didn't hit. We're like, okay, time to get out. We still came up overall on that trip and we won, but heck, we would have been up a whole lot more money.
But we might not have, you know, we didn't know that at the time.
No, we didn't know
might
that
have
at the
just lost
time. We just
everything.
got lucky, but we would have
we
still
got
been up
lucky.
a lot more.
Yeah.
So,
So we lost that, and then we started thinking, okay, we got to follow our strategy.
yes.
And that's when
And then we got
came
back,
back.
and we came back.
Yeah.
We did. We sure did. Love MGM Properties, also going to Hard Rock Tampa in December because they're the closest, and got 3 free nights after hitting my first jackpot using JJ method. Congratulations, Stephanie. That's awesome. I heard Chris is there now. I've heard that Hard Rock Tampa is not that great, so that's good to hear you got a hand pay. I can't wait to hear how Chris does tonight. That's exciting. Congratulations. I think I went backwards. Pay your credit cards off. Even if you don't win money and you lose all your money in casino, you still got to be able to pay those credit cards off for sure. We haven't been to, Mike and I together have never been to Atlantic City. I've only been one time on a girls' trip.
I've been, but I went as a child, so I've never gambled there.
She told JJ, and said Clark said we have to play something that I can have that $100,000 machine because I want to. I didn't say what kind of tattoo or how big it was
She
going to
wants
be,
a piggy
and it's not
tattoo.
going to be this big thing that JJ got. That's for darn sure. Discipline. I know we weren't very disciplined, but we're all human and we all make those mistakes, and that's what I want everybody to know. We just got to recognize it when we do it and learn to not do it again. That's the key. You won't be in Vegas, so you're probably safe. Hey, you can win that anywhere, right? Cheesehead said, we unfortunately only have Native American casinos in Wisconsin with players card and little benefits, looking to getting more comps in Vegas. Once you start working those Vegas comps, or or even finding those that are drivable to you, that's kind of addicting to me. I went to Nathan's graduation for boot camp, yes, in Atlantic City, but we didn't go to the casinos there, and Dad wasn't with us. Yeah, I'm not doing that piggy tattoo in Clark. Yeah, I know he can get the piggy tattoo. He said he would.
She just said she would get a
No, but
tattoo. She didn't say
Judo
what.
said he would get a piggy
He
tattoo.
did, yeah. JJ did.
Yeah, so if
Yeah,
he hit the 100,000, he'll get the
yeah.
piggy tattoo.
Yeah,
So we need to help him get a piggy tattoo.
He's got to stand behind his word.
No, Kaylee wasn't listening. We don't have to fill her in about the tattoo. Do we plan on gambling outside of the United States? Well, hopefully we'll get to go to the Bahamas, and I think they have gambling there. We are going to be going to Canada this year, and we'll be doing a little bit of gambling, I hope, up there. Yes, we want to hit most of the
Hopefully.
U.S. first, but yes, we will be going outside some. Oklahoma and Louisiana definitely putting at least one Vegas trip on the books for 2023. K&D, we're trying to figure out when we can get up to Bossier City next. We haven't been there in a long time either, and we've only been to Horseshoe there. We've never been to ever even stepped foot in a other casino over there, right?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, so we need to do that trip. Would love to hook up and connect with you. You have it in the recording now, Ann Clark. That's right. That is right. Yeah, Kaylee, what are y'all having for dinner? Okay, so any other questions on these tier scores or any games that y'all want us to play while we're in Bossier City when we go live? We'll try to give a few hours heads up, but it's going to be kind of a whirlwind trip with a lot of moving around. So we're not going to be given a day's notice, but if I can say, okay, in 2 hours, we're going to be going live. Y'all just be sure to look, be sure you're following the channel, and be sure you're looking for those live notifications.
Yeah, it should. If you have notifications on, it should notify you.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to my notifications
I know
about
that.
half the time.
So busy.
Most of the time, Sandra, we like to, Biloxi we're driving, to Lake Charles we're driving. We plan on doing a lot of road tripping this year, so we'll be doing a lot of driving, but to Vegas we fly because that's so far. But we're going to Vegas actually, and then we're flying to New Mexico to spend the week with our kids skiing. They're going to ski. They're going to ski. I'm not. They're going to ski. I'm going to build a snowman with the grandkids for a week, and then Mike and I are going to road trip through Colorado, and then we'll come back home. So we'll probably catch an Oklahoma, for sure. We'll catch an Oklahoma casino or two on the way back from Colorado. And I know we have some JJ family members up there. Falls View Casino is run by OLG. I don't know where Falls View is.
Definitely, if we see any machines that are not good, we will definitely let you know for sure.
Okay, Judo said, I'll get right to you, Judo. Hold on one second. The locals recommend Bally's. I've also heard Margaritaville's good, so I'm going to check that out. Jackpot Judo said, can you go over how playing just an hour after a full day of playing will hurt your Theo? Had to cut questions on that on the last video. So what we learned when we were in Maryland is, and we did talk about this in live, but I'll go over it again for y'all. So if you show up at a casino like we did in Maryland, and I think we showed up at like 10:30 at night is when we got there, checked in, and we're like, should we go down and play? Yeah, let's go down and play. So Mike and I went downstairs, we played, and we won. At that casino, it starts over at midnight. So we only had 1 hour of play for that one day, okay? And we compared, then the next day, we had several hours of play. We put a lot of money through the machine. We won, we didn't lose, but we didn't win as much as we did that first night. We did this for 3 days, so that, and then the last day before we left and we met with our host, we went down and played for 30 minutes. And we sat down with our host at the end, and I said, I'm really interested in learning this Theo score, because the Theo score is what the hosts look at. They don't look at your tier credits, what tier level you are, probably because there's so many tier credit multipliers, there's so many credit cards, there's different ways you can get up in those points. So that's probably why they don't look at the Theo, my guess. But we look at the Theo score to really see what we're going to comp you, and your value as a player. So he sat down with us, and we had a great tier score for those 3 full days that we played. But those 2 bookends, the day we were leaving when we played only 30 minutes, And the day we got there, when we only played an hour, brought our tier score down significantly. He said you would have been better. He didn't want to come out and say it, but I said, so we would have been better off not putting our card in when we came in that night.
And he was
like, and I said,
probably.
So we probably shouldn't have put our card in. And he's like, yeah, I don't want to say that, but probably. Because it brought our tier score down so much.
And
so,
every casino is different on what they expect to see, like a minimum. And you just you have to ask your host and try to get an idea.
Yeah.
Because what was the one casino wanted like 3 hours of play, $500 in the machine.
Yeah, 2 to 3 hours play, $500 in the machine. That was live in Maryland. Very low expectations compared to what some of these higher brand names are. But what I like to do is when I do use my tier score. I always try to get a minimum of 1,000 tier credits in one day when I'm playing. I really like to get to 3,000. If I get to 3,000 tier credits in a day, a full day of playing, I know I've done good with my host. Because if they overcomp you, they get penalized for that in their commissions. So they've got to be really careful. So that's why when I've given out my host information to y'all, I just always say don't book and not play, or you've always got to take care of them. If you get a free room, you need to make sure you're playing at that property or they're not going to help you out next time. So I always try to take care of my hosts. And in my mind, that's always my goal. A minimum of 1,000 or a max, at least if I can get close to 3,000, then I know I've done really good. And I always say to my host before I understood Theo, how was my play? Did I do okay with my play? And they'll tell you yes or no. Now that I understand the Theo, I'll ask my host, can you sit down and help me go over my Theo so I can learn how to improve? And they always will do it. They'll do it. And then you can learn more that way. I hope that answered the question, Judo. If not, y'all let me know. Or do you have any questions on that? That was a great question.
So look in Clark, he's asking about how to track that. So if he gets there, he's figuring 1,600 points times 5. So you look at what you had before, and then each time you put your card in, it should tell you how many points you gained.
How do we do it?
Well, we take a picture the day we get there.
Or on the way.
Of our tier credits. Mm-hmm. And then as we go, we track them as we play.
Yeah, right, but we take a picture.
Yeah, basically.
So we go to our app, we log in, we snap a screenshot. So I know what my tier credits started at before we ever play. And then try to look at it at night. But you can look at it on the machine. Once you take your card out, put your card back in, just like you said.
Yeah, and sometimes it doesn't update right away, so you have to give it some time.
That's right.
But after a little while, it updates.
Yeah, that's right. So that's kind of how we do it. But I really watch that score when I'm in there. That was a great question too. Any other questions on that? Oh, that's interesting to know. WinStar is huge. I've been there one time, and it was too overwhelming to me. But Choctaw is nicer. I'm going to go check both of them out in January. K&D. Would love to meet up with you. Question on tier credits. To get multiplier, I figure you need to hit 1,600 for 5 times. So should I just try to track them at the beginning and the end? Okay, that was that question. Another thing I want to point out too is if you get some of these bonus multipliers, like if you hit the 1,000 or 1,500 at MGM or Caesars and you're going to get bonus points, tier credits for that, it's not going to show up for 2 or 3 days usually. They got to go through and confirm it and then they'll put it on there. So you won't see those bonus points hit right away. Nice for you. MGM tier points in May was 158,000. You got 1,000 for a free play. That's excellent.
That's amazing, yes.
Yeah. I think the most free play we've ever gotten is like 850 or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. That matters too. Like going over New Year's, you're not going to get near as much free play and food, obviously, because they don't have to do that promotion. But if you try to pick those off times to go, and hopefully when we go again with JJ family, or the Diamond Duo, we'll try to pick an off time. We can get a few better perks that way.
Stephanie's asking about the Theo for Beau Rivage. I don't think we know what they were looking for yet. do we?
Yeah, they're all different, and I don't understand the Theo well enough to be able to compute it, but that's why I just sit down with my host, because all host and all properties, so Vegas is going to look for something even within MGM. So Vegas, New York is going to look at one thing, where Bellagio, like if we get a room at Bellagio, our Theo is going to have to be higher to justify that versus if we stay at New York, right?
Right.
But then even from Vegas MGM properties to Maryland to Biloxi, they're looking for different requirements. So I say don't even try to figure out what your Theo is. Ask a host. If you don't
Yeah,
have a host,
but-
walk into the host office and ask them.
Yeah, but to answer the question directly, we don't know yet, and we're going to find out from our host if we can this trip.
Well, yeah, we don't know what they're looking for, but it's still a good rule of thumb in my mind. If I can hit 1,000 to 3,000 points, I know I've done good.
Right.
I still know that.
You should be good with that.
I should be good with that, yeah. At what point do you connect with a host? Will you look back and make sure I didn't miss any other comments while I answer
Sure
that?
we did, but
I'm sure I did too. Okay, so at any point, K and D, you can walk into a host office. It doesn't matter where you're at. So I always say, even to my friends that are going over Christmas for the first time this year, get a card. They don't have one. Put everything to your room. You don't know how you're going to play. And just go into the host office and talk to them and say, I'm learning. I'm brand new. Can you help me figure out how all this tier credit scores and did I play well to get something comped or a room comped or anything comped off of this stay? They'll always help you, even if you don't have a host, right? Once you move up to, like I know, at least with a Diamond Elite at Caesars, you should qualify for a host. But like I have an outside host that does regional, all the properties. He will help anybody and he will answer questions. So when we get back from Vegas, I'll schedule a call with Brian. I'll talk to him and he'll help me understand how we did or we didn't do, or how our Theo did it improve from the last time that we went. That kind of stuff motivates me. I'm pretty competitive. So he'll help me understand that. So you can always walk in and ask for a host, even if you're not at a card level high enough to get a host. I noticed that on Caesars, was it Caesars? Yes, it had to have been Caesars, that you're guaranteed a host. Let me look. Was it Caesars? Nope, I don't remember. One of these I was looking at right before the property started. It said you were guaranteed a host. Maybe I dreamed that. Maybe that was LaBerge when I was looking at Penn. That's what it was. Penn Properties. They have a level. It tells you when you're guaranteed a host. We're not at that level. We have a host. So that doesn't necessarily mean anything, right? And that host came up and introduced herself to you.
right. Clark made a good point. When you get there, like at Caesars, you have to go swipe and enter into some of those offers to get them.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
and that's a lot of places are like that.
So always, thank you, Cheesehead. Yes, y'all hit that like button. That really helps our channel, guys. So yes, always swipe when you walk in. So what we do, we take a screenshot of what our points are, and then we go over to the kiosk and we try to swipe our card at like Horseshoe or at Caesars, because they really play that game.
See what offers we have, and then we enter into whatever we can.
Yeah, because then they may be drawings, and you may have to swipe to enter that drawing. So always make that a habit. Screenshot your points before you start playing, and go swipe your card and see what your offers are. And another thing, it's different at every property. Let me know if I have any questions, babe. Like at Golden Nugget Lake Charles, I get a pedicure. You either get a golf or a round of golf, or you get a pedicure or a spa treatment. I choose a pedicure. You can get a massage, whatever. One complimentary every month. Biloxi doesn't offer that, and Vegas doesn't offer that. So every property is going to be different and have their own little special things. I was looking at our offers, getting ready for this trip we're leaving on tomorrow, and I said, we've got to go to LaBerge and we've got to go to Golden Nugget, because they've got free giveaways of 2 giveaways. I don't know.
Yeah, gift giveaways.
Yeah, gift giveaways. I don't know what they are, but somebody will use it.
So the Theo score is short for theoretical score. Cheesehead was saying.
Yep. Any other questions I missed? I saw Gambling the Globe was at WinStar. Looks huge. They're mostly Class 2 machines. And that scares me a little bit. But we're going to try it and see. Yeah, guaranteed to host if you're a JJ. That's no joke. Yeah, but not guaranteed if you're a JJ to know how to work those comps. Because that's a learned thing. So I always say JJ earned 7 stars, I think, in 1 month, but he didn't understand even how to maximize his comps. And that's how we've been able to help him. And that was what we hoped our value could be back to the JJ family and to our viewers, was to help people understand the comps. And learn how to travel for, I'm looking for those free gift giveaways, for those concert tickets, for the free food, for the fun places to eat, the hidden gems, the locals. And those are the things that will be coming to the channel more and more. I think we're wrapped up in this gambling. We're enjoying that a lot, but we'll be bringing more of that content.
We were so used to
Hotel rooms.
to looking for these things that we just figured everybody knew it.
Yeah, and they don't.
But we just took that for granted, and there's a lot of people that don't know all this. So
Yeah.
this is kind of why we're here and trying to help people out.
And we're still learning. We don't have it all figured out,
No,
but we
for
do know a lot. We do know a lot. We've traveled for pretty inexpensively for a long time. So if you haven't heard us before, kind of our rule of thumb is we kind of figure up about what our hotel room is worth, if there's any entertainment included, the food that we're going to get, the drinks that we're going to get, what we would spend on this trip that we're going on. And then we determine what our bankroll is going to be, kind of like we won't let ourselves lose more than that. So kind of our theory is if we're going to play and we could either go pay for a trip or we could go do this that we love and maybe get it for free, right? So that's kind of a gamble, a little bit of a gamble, additional gamble that we do to those machines, right? Yeah, most properties, time will tell, will use your reward points first for the room charges. Yep, most properties definitely do that. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm glad. Hopefully that was helpful to y'all. And we'll keep repeating it. And in January, we'll have a whole nother strategy. And I'm hoping that while we're in Vegas, I'm going to finally get to sit down and do a live, not a live, but an interview with our host. And we're going to be able to ask some questions. So before we do that, before we go to Vegas, we'll do another live. And y'all can be thinking now of questions y'all want us to ask our host, so we can write those down, because I don't think we'll be able to do it live, but I think that I do know I'm going to be able to interview my host, and I hope to be able to bring that to y'all. As long as nothing goes awry with that, it shouldn't, but that's going to be helpful to y'all as well. I'm working on trying to find a host that's, they're not all familiar with YouTube, and so it freaks them out a little bit. So when I ask them to go live, it kind of scares them a little bit. But I'm hoping eventually we can prove ourselves enough that we're really trying to help make their job better and help them because it helps them for y'all to know this information, because then you become better players. You're more appreciative of what they're doing. And then, it just helps everybody. So maybe we can get somebody to go live with us. Gosh, K&D, haven't we all learned so much? Yeah, there's so much good information out there. You're welcome, Cheesehead. I just can't wait to meet everybody. You budget for everything in Clark separately, food versus gambling. Yeah. I tell you, we vary, even before JJ and playing the way we play now, because we definitely play much different now. We were hardly ever in the high limit room.
Oh,
much.
Yes, no, we weren't.
We would go to Vegas and New York. We love the bartenders in New York. If we ever go off the grid in Vegas, we'll probably be at the bar in New York at the high limit, because we love those girls up there. They've become our friends. So we would go to New York high limit, and at Golden Nugget, we were pretty comfortable in that high limit room. But other than that, we didn't go play those big games too much.
Too often.
But now we do, since we play the JJ way. But before, what I was trying to say, I guess, before we even started playing the JJ way, we still hardly ever paid for food, or even if you only have a $50 voucher for food, So just a little heads up, because we were helping get Mike to chairman. I was already at chairman, and my comps dropped crazy because I haven't been playing. We've been playing. He gets more free play, more food and beverage, everything than I do, but it all goes together, so it's all good. It's just funny to watch that, and that's another example. So I haven't been playing hardly at all.
I think she was jealous.
I am a little bit, because I'm so competitive. He's not competitive like that. I am. But
I do like to win.
he does, and you do like those comps and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So now we get them for 2, so really we get more. But it's interesting. It's been an interesting experiment to see how even when we booked at Golden Nugget in Biloxi, we're going to get a better room using his card than using my card, because I haven't played like he's been playing we've been playing on his card. So they really do. Your comps really do. It matters. We're the same tier score, but he's been playing more, so he's going to get a better room than I was going to get. So there you go. I mean, it really makes a difference. I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't either.
I don't know. There was a point. Bring a power bank for your phone. You may need it for all the filming. Yes,
that's a great idea.
Told my son, we have power banks, but the microphone for y'all to be able to hear us has to be plugged into the bottom of the phone. So I told him we're going to have to go get one of those mag things
for now
that clip on the back of the phone, so that we can charge it that way as a backup.
I think there is a way to do it Bluetooth. I'm not sure.
No, he said you can't.
We'll have
Because
to
it's your
check that out.
microphone. Yeah. Maybe there is. Maybe.
We'll see.
You're right, in Clark. They may not say high limits, but what those denoms go up to. And if you've ever watched any of JJ's videos, and if any of our viewers don't know who JJ is, it's Jackpot Judo on YouTube. We need to really get in the habit of saying that, because I know we have people that aren't on JJ's channel, but
Right.
Jackpot Judo's channel. If you ever watch him go through the denoms, sometimes he wins on the lower denoms. And like we did on that Ainsworth game, we
Right.
50-cent bet or whatever. So sometimes, but he always, I've watched him play enough, does better when he gets up to those $25 and $50 spins on those high limit, on those penny machines.
Yeah.
But yeah, and people don't realize when they sit down. And back in the day, in the 90s when we were gambling, it was like you had to max bet everything. Like it used to drive me crazy to sit there and watch somebody that wasn't hitting max bet. Well, now you can hardly afford to max bet.
Right. But if you follow JJ's strategy for bankrolling, and you can build up, then you can go to those higher denoms that have a better payback and make some jackpots up.
Yeah, for sure. Great, Mary Kay. That's awesome. Into the partner comps. So MGM, so what do you mean the partner? You mean the other, tell me what you mean on that in Clark. Like Avis rental car and those kind of things? I think that's what he means. I haven't done that, but yes, I will. Mike and I both will make that a point to look into it. I know I saw on my app today, if you go to your app, I don't remember which app I was looking in, but it says, here's our partners, and you scroll over, and like for Avis, you got 30% off at Avis for having a Caesars card. Like Caesars has Wyndham Hotel and National Car Rental. Yes. So you want us to do some information on that? Look into yeah, that's a good idea. Let me write that down. Partner comps. We'll get through January, because we'll be really talking about how to get started and get ahead for January. So you have a whole year to get your cars, your tier scores. Yeah, they do have wireless and USB charging, but when it's on our tripod, we will definitely need that for sure. Okay, we play, it depends on the casino. Most of the casinos, this is a big thing. Used to, we could play on my card, and we would always try to build my card up, but we weren't hitting hand pays, right?
Right.
Then, if you're going to be playing Jackpot Judo's method, and you're going to be hitting hand pays, you need to have your own card. That's just the way it is. Unless you ask, like our host at Golden Nugget said it's okay to play one card. Even though they don't technically allow that, he said it was okay. But sometimes they'll just ask, and as long as he's there, even if it's my card, he hit the button. They'll say, who hit the button? If we say he did, they'll say, I need your card. They'll take his card. That's not a big deal. At MGM, we are on one account. We both have cards with our name on it, but they feed into one account. They're the only property we've played at that does that. So far, we've been able to use one account and not have a problem. Just know, if you hit a hand pay, they're going to go by whoever's card's in that machine. And they may want the other person's card.
Yeah, Mark, that was awesome. JJ played the Thunder Cash and was winning and just kept winning on $5 bets. That was just so good. It was awesome. Enjoyed it.
So 1901 slots, we normally would play on one card. Because it was the end of the year at Golden Nugget, which is we call it our home casino. It's about 3 hours from us. I was already at Chairman. So we had a decision to make. 25,000 points, I'm at Chairman. To get to the next tier, it was 99,999. So 75,000 points. Well, I knew I couldn't hit that tier. So we came up with the idea, let's get Mike to Chairman. So we both could get to Chairman. Because what that does is it allows us to take family members and get an additional room. And it allows us to get concert tickets. He gets 2, I get 2. When we go for this giveaway, you're going to get 1, I'm going to get 1.
Right.
He's going to get free play and food. I'm going to get free pay and food. So we're going to get more comps that way. Then it wasn't enough value to us to get to park in VIP parking. We can valet park if we want to do that, right? So there wasn't enough value in getting to that 99, that elite one for us. So we made the decision to play on separate cards, get us both the Chairman, so we have the ability to bring people with us.
Once one of us was at Chairman.
Yeah, we felt like that would we would get enough benefits out of it to do it that way. Now I think we're confident. So since we're both Chairman this year, we'll probably both work towards Chairman. So now we'll play with our own cards. Every time we go to Golden Nugget, he'll play his card, I'll play my card, and we'll do it that way.
Anything else here?
Loved how JJ won, so Jackpot Judo won on $5 spins, minimum bet on Thunder Cash, yeah. I know, and Clark, we're so busy. It's crazy, but it's been fun. Caesar's partner with National Car is better than Avis prices with MGM. Good to know, Bassman. Good to know you're using those other perks. That's something I've failed to do, is use those other perks. Probably because most of our casino travel is in the casino. Yeah. And if we do rent a car, I have another credit card that I use for one of our businesses, and we get good rental. We get free rental cars, so I've never had to really check that out. But I will now.
Get free rental cars?
With our ECU card.
Huh.
Yeah, when we go to Nashville, I always book a free car. Well, it's not free. I use my points and cash my points in.
Yeah, use your points.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's another trick. If you've got businesses, there's a whole different way to do points. So I have one of our cards that we use for one of our businesses. We put everything for that business on that card. It helps me at tax time. We separate each of our businesses into different credit cards, so it helps us at tax time. So this one particular card, we use that card for rental cars. So I let those points accrue, and when we need a rental car, I go do that. We use airline points, and that's something we'll talk about more next year too. But we have a Chase United card. We have a couple of Chase United cards. For different businesses. We put all of our business stuff on there, so we get a lot of airline points. So when we fly to Vegas, it's free. Or if we fly to Nashville, it's free.
It's not,
well,
it's free.
It is free. Use your points.
Yeah,
so it's free because it doesn't cost us but $5, I think.
Yeah.
So free in my mind, for sure.
But it's we charge only things that are being paid monthly anyway, so we're not paying that interest.
Yeah, we pay our cell phone bills with it. I mean, everything, and literally, when we opened these cards, we went through and looked at there's things that they charge a 3% fee. I don't recommend putting those on a card, because then the points don't add up to that, right?
And you're paying for them anyway.
Yeah. So I don't do that. But anything that we can pay with a credit card without having to pay extra, we do it. So I have a small.
That's a good point. We play together because we seem to hold each other accountable more. I think we play better together. And Clark was saying.
K and D. I don't have my tripod. Y'all asked us that last time. We have two easy pop-up, very lightweight tripods that we'll bring on our trip with us. They're real easy to use, but they're pretty stable. I was looking at the width when I ordered them. I've still got to get my YouTube, maybe my Amazon all figured out so I can put links for y'all on that. But I haven't had time. And then we have what's that Dojo thing? That's the handheld that stabilizes.
Stabilizer. Yeah.
But what's it called?
No.
Let me look it up. I'll show you what I got. I ordered it on Amazon. I will just show you right now. I can just bring my little phone over there and show you.
TGI, TJI, or something like that.
Landon would know. Landon would know. Watch for comments, babe, while I do this, would you, please? Few more questions, and then we will. Okay, I bought these two.
Trituro for car rentals. We always
Which
rent
one?
in Vegas from Turo.
Is this the one we liked? I think it was the other one.
I think they're all great. Both the ones we got are good.
Oh, I thought this one was better. Okay, so we got this one, so it can be a selfie. I think the base on this is more sturdy and wider. She said, we need to have you come on our channel sometime and do a live with us. That would be fun.
Yeah.
And then we ordered this one. I don't feel like it's as sturdy, but it is lightweight and it has this remote in it that I don't know if we'll ever use, but I didn't feel like it was as sturdy. And then we have the DJI thing, the DJI Osmo, which was expensive. But when we're filming like the property or the hotel room, it has an anti-stabilizer in it. It has a magnet, so it's easy to get your phone, and you can turn it. It's a pretty cool gimbal. It's called a gimbal. DJI Osmo gimbal. Those are the three things that we use. And then our microphones, which are, I think, the best. I did a lot of research, and I've noticed a lot of YouTubers that we watch use them. Let me show you our microphones. It was a little bit of an investment, but if you watched our first live with Jackpot Judo, you know that a good set of microphones is a must-have. So we have these, and they're again DJI microphones that we use, and I think they're great. So that is most of the things that we use. Of course, when we're in the casino like Lake Charles, we can't use a microphone. I mean, we have to use my hand, which is a lot of work. So that's why we're
discreet.
Yeah. So that's when this comes in handy.
So we do plan on doing some more room reviews in the future, everywhere we go and stay. That's part of what we're going to provide for our channel. And also, we just haven't been able to get enough of that content out yet, but it'll be coming for sure.
We've been unfortunately, the room reviews and things don't drive the traffic, and we've been try to hit those goals to monetize and be able to do different things, and so we put out a lot more, and we enjoy, and y'all enjoy it seems like the gambling content a lot, and so that's what we've been putting up. We do have rooms that we've recorded, and I'm waiting for those videos to go up, so hopefully soon.
Well, part of it too, it just takes a lot more time when we go to gamble to go to these other places. And so that's coming up. There's going to be a lot more of that in the future. We just haven't had the time yet to get that content and put it out.
Yeah. Mark, so that is the Diamond Duo event. The whole Vegas event is a Diamond Duo, which is Jackpot Judo and Destination Jackpot, the two of us coming together for that. So yes, we will be attending the New Year's Eve party with JJ, with Jackpot Judo and his family, Mike and I, and two of our close friends. And then we've got drawings that we'll be doing for members that participate in those group pools that were mentioned to join us. I think we'll have 4 to 8 tickets, and I'm trying to get more, so I'm kind of working on all of that. But yes, we will be there ringing in the new year with some lucky Jackpot Judo members, for sure. Okay, so let me make sure we don't have any more questions, and we'll wrap it up.
Right. Did you answer in Clark?
What is it?
I don't know. You said don't leave me hanging here.
Uh-oh. Ask it again in Clark. See, Cheesehead will do that. Yeah, that's why 1901 we have both of those tripods. So it's not a real wide base. They're not that different. One's just sturdier. It's not real wide. So I'll let you know when we come back. Who switched to Android? Oh. Ginger switched to Android?
Oh, I think he was influenced.
I think he was influenced too.
For sure. Yep.
Yeah. That makes me sad.
Bad influence.
Thank you, Jackpot Judo. You've helped. It's been a group effort, that's for sure. You know, we work so good together. We bounce ideas off of each other, and we're just super respectful. And he's got good ideas, I've got good ideas, and you've got good ideas, and we all kind of. It's going to make it even better. The puppies are great. They moved to their bigger area. Do y'all want to see a picture? You want me to show you one live?
Yeah,
Let me grab one.
Out. Everybody loves puppies.
Hi, babies. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. They just started their mush yesterday.
Getting really big.
They are getting bigger. So they just started their mush. They moved to their big area. Say hi. Can you say hi? You gonna lick my finger? You think it's a bottle? It's not a bottle. You have teethers, huh? You have teeth. Yeah. So these are the babies. They're all going home Christmas Eve. You're gonna go under somebody's Christmas tree? Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're getting big. Yeah. If you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, we have a whole curriculum we do with them. So they're starting, I think they had paint rollers today. Yeah. Okay. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye, puppies. Say bye-bye. Oh, no.
I've never heard of Turo. I'm going to have to look into that.
Hi,
they
Mama.
said, did they make you use their insurance?
Nope.
We'll check into that.
Nope. I brought her back. Good girl. I forget they can hear me.
Puppies get you another 500 subs in 2,000 hours. That's fine.
Yeah.
Everybody loves puppies.
They do love puppies. Judo wants one for Max to play with. He almost got one. I think the girls outnumbered him. They wanted a different kind of puppy. Okay, everybody. This has been fun. I hope it's been of value to all of you. Be sure to y'all didn't let us know what you wanted us to play. We heard Dragon Cash,
two
Judo.
earlier.
Judo.
But yeah,
Tell
any
Judo.
games, put them up there now, and that way we can save them.
Judo, somebody told us to play, which one? At $1,500 to spend Dragon Cash
Oh my gosh, no.
or Dragon Link at $1,500. They said somebody said we'd get in trouble. Judo wouldn't like that. Yeah,
I don't think I'd like that.
Put them down. No, we wouldn't. Type in the comments before we go if there's anything y'all want us to come live with. New Year's Eve bling and about a lanyard. We just, Mary Kay, had those ideas, but we just have not had time. We're doing good to get our merch done. We're working hard on trying to get our merch rolled out. But yes, those are things that are coming for sure. Oh, zoom in and out on a bottle. How about this? You want me to show you? That's a good idea. So, I don't know. Let me see. This is the Schaefer. And here's the back. Great idea. Great idea. You have to stay to the end of the live to be able to get the close up, right? Okay, good idea. Okay. Judo's crying.
Judo's crying.
Because of us playing $1,500.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I don't know who the
I'd be
troublemaker
crying
was.
too.
Gosh, there are so many new ones. Mark, any Ainsworth game that pays. We haven't really had a terrible. We've lost on some. I liked that Mustang one we did. It was my favorite.
Oh, Ainsworth?
Ainsworth.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, you like Dragon Cash because you've won on that so well, done so well. We don't like Eagle Bucks is good.
I like all the Ainsworth.
Yeah, there's not really been one I
all
don't
the
like.
Ainsworth.
No, Mike
Yeah.
doesn't like sweet wine.
Lucinda, she's reminding us it's Grand Dragon.
Oh, Grand Dragon. What did I say? Dragon Cash?
Dragon Cash.
Yeah, Grand Dragon. No, he doesn't like sweet wines.
Not normally.
I do, though. Get a Chase Sapphire Preferred card and you get main auto insurance included, not second tier. Main auto. Oh, yes, right. With a rental car. Is that what, I think that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, they're talking about the Turo.
Oh, I don't know about Turo.
Yeah, I was going to look into that.
I'll write that down. Slots Turo. No, but Leah, our daughter, drinks sweet wines.
She does.
Mm-hmm. Okay, everybody. Mustang Money 2, they said. I'm going to write these down. If I can find one. Grand
Dragon is a given.
Yeah. Cabs, Merlots, and Red Blends for the win.
For the win.
Yeah, Mike would agree. The one in the last video, yes. And you know that, funny enough, I don't know, in our last video, did we show you, they only have penny Ainsworth, and they have one bank of them, 4 on one side, 4 on the other. But I think only 2 or 4 of those were must hit by, of the 8.
I think there were, three or 4 on the one side. The other side wasn't the same way.
But even on that one side, I think 1 on the end or something wasn't.
Is that right?
Yeah, if I remember correctly. But it was a fun one, and it paid us really. Weren't you proud of that, Judo? How much we won on that 50-cent bet?
We'll definitely check that one out again.
Yeah.
This trip.
Somebody messaged me and said, "Well, are you going to play that again?" I'm like, "Duh, that's a given."
Yeah.
That was a good machine. Tomorrow night. Yes, it would be good in a $1 denomination. Yes. Mark said, "Hell no,
There you go, Mark."
dry reds, Mike. We need to hang out." I think y'all are hanging out in Vegas, right?
Hopefully.
Oh, the Frankenstein one. We haven't played that. We haven't been playing. We
we played that at Fremont at Golden Nugget. We did really well.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one for us to play. Judo likes those too.
That's a lot of fun.
He likes those games too, but when we played them in Maryland, we didn't do very good. We'll have to show him. Well, I'll have to go play those on Fremont Street at Golden Nugget. We did very well on those there. K&D, I'm sorry that Ainsworth has not been friendly to you. They're not always. So here's my tip on that, is to look for those kickbacks. And if you watch the way back, Mustang Money isn't
Go
typically.
watch JJ's videos because he'll tell you about the kickbacks.
Yep.
And you really got to watch those, even on Ainsworth.
The Mustang Money is, yes, probably the one that hasn't paid us very well. But the one video with the horses, I can't remember the name of that slot machine where I won $9,800 on that Ainsworth game. I hit more than the must hit by Progressive, what that was at. Sometimes.
It was a line hit.
This isn't judo talking. Yeah, it was a
line
hit,
hit.
a bonus.
Right.
In a bonus.
Yeah.
And I won like $9,400, $9,800 more than what the must hit by Progressive was. But judo may not agree with me on this, but my theory is sometimes when they get closer and closer to that must hit by, they take forever to hit. They'll hit, and the slot attendant told me
You never know.
that they hit, like if they start over at 9,000, she's seen them hit multiple times at 9,200, 9,300. They don't always have, I think when they get up to 9,800, they're slower to pay out. That's just been my observation. I don't know if that's the truth, but so I'm very careful when it's close to that amount because I know you can suck a lot of money into it.
Then you just have to go by how it's responding and the kickbacks.
That's when you got to go by JJ's method.
Right.
Jackpot Judo. In case we have people on here that don't follow his channel, JJ is Jackpot Judo. Any other games before we hit off of here? Triple or double moolah. Now, we've not ever played that. Have you, Mike?
I don't recall ever playing that.
Okay, well, we're gonna play it because even though it's a high volatile game, right? No, it isn't. It's volatile, but not super high. Any volatile games, try Dollar Storm. We've never done that either.
It's not the one where you just keep hitting it and it goes up and up and up.
I've never played it. I don't know. We'll have to find it. I'm writing these down, and we will at least do a short for you guys on these. Yes, please hit the thumbs out. It does help the channel. The Rhino game, Judo. Thank you. Yes, the Rhino game. That was my favorite.
That was awesome.
We are monetized, Cheesehead. You can send us a money chat right now, and we're working on our membership levels. So, but yes, we got our
It'll be out soon.
first. I sent it to JJ today to Jackpot Judo. We got our first $1.66 we earned on our channel. I sent it to my friend today, and she said that's equivalent to framing your first $1 bill of a new business, right? So that just came through today. Yes. We monetized in 24 days. We qualified for monetization. So we were super blown away, very humbled by that.
Black Widow.
We've not played Black Widow either. And we couldn't have done it without Jackpot Judo support, Aaron's support, and all of you guys that that come on here and support us. Always y'all come back to these lives. Black Widow, we've never played that. Thank you, Nick. We just, oh, look, 1901. Woo-hoo! I'm taking a picture of that. Family Strong Judo. That's right. That's our first $5 super chat, 1901. Oh, I took a picture. I have a photo album. I told Judo today that I'm keeping all these snapshots of all these different things that we're hitting and putting it in there. And 1901, I will not ever forget that. That's for sure. Thank you so much. And we should have announced that. I didn't even think. We did it about a week and a half ago before Thanksgiving, so we hadn't been live since. I forgot. But yes. That's right. You know, you're from the greater Houston area when you leave off the umble. The H off the umble. Yeah, we are going to do a get-together. I think a wine some kind of a get together for our just local, not a casino, but for our local people here, because we think that'd be fun. We've got lots of people around here. Okay, everybody, if y'all are done giving us the yes, thank you reminding us too. We do have to share that success for sure. That is important because y'all make it possible and y'all encourage us, right?
For sure, yes. As long as we know that we're helping and giving and that
Enjoying the content.
yeah, that it makes it all worth it.
Yeah. Humble. JJ played Moolah. Yes. Okay, we'll play that. So I have Mustang Money, Frankenstein. Oh no, Mustang Money 2, Frankenstein, triple or double Moolah, Dollar Storm, and Black Widow. And we will have fun, and we will be live for sure on Friday evening, probably Sunday evening, and maybe on Monday. Probably Friday, Sunday, and Monday. I don't know those times, but be watching the channel so that it'll let you know when we're going to be live. So we can play live for y'all while we're in Biloxi. If we have any family members that are there, any of our subscribers or Jackpot Judo family members, for that family strong, we'd love to see you in Lake Charles or in Biloxi. You can reach out to us.
Yeah.
On the Facebook group, through our Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, or email us at destinjack23@
gmail.com.
You can put that in there.
Yeah.
Type that in there. Cats, bats, rats, and gnats. We won't tell. I don't know what time, but we'll put it up and say we're going live in 2 hours. So we'll give you at least a 2-hour notice before we go live. 2 hours. I'll commit to doing 2 hours for sure. Because we'll want to get there. I don't know how long it'll take us to get there and get checked in and scout the floor and do all those things. I'd love to scout the floor with y'all, but we can't really do that because we got to be careful not seeing people in it. I know, 39 watching, only 12 thumbs up. Come on, smash that like button. Thank you, Barbara Ann. You're the best cheerleader. Everybody give us a thumbs up. Okay, everybody. We will do the live as long as everything goes okay and we don't run out of money. We win. Hopefully we'll win. Our goal is 30 minutes to an hour is what we'd like to do. Yeah, 30 minutes to an hour. So, but that'll be recorded and posted too if you miss it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming on and hanging with us tonight. And cheers.
Y'all have a good night.
Have a good week, and we will see you in just 2 days. Okay, I got to get up to do that. Turn it off, right?
That's it.
All right.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.